of being a learner of Jiyana Secondary School, though it will forever be part of your history and where everything started. And at some point, you have to be grateful to this school and its community for the opportunity it gave you from the beginning until the last day when it deemed you fit to be taken out of the school and face the challenges of the outside world. Okay. As I said, I will talk to you as prospective university students because I would like to believe that all of us here who are going straight to tertiary level. So, if you do not have that mentality at your head right now, that the next step from here is going straight to tertiary level, I can tell you now that maybe you are at the wrong place. Because here we want people who have that mentality. Prospective university students, when you go out to tertiary institutions, please have priorities. And the first priority in your list of priorities is yourself. Be yourself priority. Be your first priority. Prioritize yourself over everything. Because the time that you have is only limited for whatever you want to achieve. If you prioritize other things outside from your aspirations, you are more likely to lose it on the track. What do I mean by saying be your first priority? You, yourself, comes with your aspirations. You come with all your dreams, all your desires. So if you prioritize yourself, it means all these things you aspire to be, you are going to champion them because you prioritize an individual that has got all these aspirations. If you don't prioritize yourself, whatever you aspire to be, you are more likely not to champion it. Prospective students, you must be able to undergo a process of self-introspection if you are a human being. Introspect yourself. If you go out there, you choose friends maybe. Introspect yourself. What do I want? Why I am here? Where do I come from? And where do I want to go? Is this person I call a friend have anything positive to contribute to my journey to a successful career? If not, then that person is not your friend. Whatever you do, if you go out and lock your door, ask yourself, this thing that I'm going to do, what does it have to contribute to my quest to successful career? Does it have anything positive to contribute to my journey to successful career? If not, then abort mission with it. Because that's not what you're there for. Prospective students, when you go out there, have your priorities. If you want to go and study geology, that is your first priority. Fight for it. It's your dream. Fight for it. It's your dream. No one else is going to fight for your dreams to come true except yourself. avoid desperation. Avoid desperation. Because if you are desperate, you end up accepting anything without any proper evaluation. Don't go for nomaine. Nomaine, as long as I will be admitted in the institution of higher learning, it's fine. I will study anything. Nomaine. No. Because tertiary, you are being professionally trained to be something else. If you study geology, you are being professionally trained to be a geologist. But if you study nomaine, you are going to be professionally trained to be nomaine. When you graduate at the end, other kids are going to be geologists, doctors, educators, and everything. But not because you chose to study nomaine. Soon after you graduate, you are going to be just nomaine. Have your priorities. Fight for them. They are your dreams. Nobody else is going to fight for them to come true. Prospective students, desperation goes to an extent of unintentional self-exploitation. You go out there simply because you are desperate. You are going to entertain anyone who appear as a person who can be a solution to your issues or your challenges. There are so many people who are willing to assist outside there, but not all of them are going to assist you genuinely without any motive of personal gain and gratification. Some of them are going to assist you in exchange for monetary value or even sexual favors. That thing is not a fallacy. It exists more especially at tertiary level. They are going to take advantage of you simply because you are desperate. Avoid desperation. Prospective students, I want you to have a mentality of hustling. Don't just give up on your dreams. I used to explain a dream as a baby in the womb. Your mind is a womb of a woman. That dream of you becoming a doctor, it means your brain is pregnant with that dream. So it's up to your conduct to deliver a very healthy baby. And if you don't take care of that baby while it is still in your womb, you are more likely to have miscarriage. You wanted to be this, but you ended up being nothing. That's a miscarriage of your dream. So you must begin to walk as a pregnant woman. A pregnant woman cannot hide that she is pregnant. You see her from the distance that woman is pregnant. You must begin to walk like a pregnant woman. We must see, when we see you walking on the street, we must see a doctor from today. When we see you walking on the street, we must see an educator from today. When we see you walking on the streets, we must see a professor from today. Have that mentality. Prospective students. In the world, must have a mentality of hustling. If things doesn't come together, gap year is the last option you must go for. It's a trap. Don't take a gap year. I will tell you a trick or a tip that worked for me. When I didn't have money for registration, knowing my conduct at school, I came back to cry in front of my educators for a registration fee. You must come back and cry in front of them with your results that I passed. I had 4 distinctions and I do not have a registration fee. They're out to do something. Given their ethics of professionalism, they can't let the job that they started get spiraled away by the storm. They have to finish it. 100% must not be a matter of final result. It must go beyond that. We must initiate 100% tertiary admission. There are social activities outside in the world, more especially at tertiary level. I want to tell you about social activities. Once there are social activities and academics, one of them definitely is going to fail. Academics, they hate competition. Academics hate competition. Don't mix academics with anything, because they are going to lose competition. And you are not going to see immediately that my academics has lost competition. You will see when the results come that my academics has lost the competition. Don't make your academics compete with anything. Prospective students. Lastly, I want to talk about time and situation. At any given time, you must make sure the two balance and the two complement each other. The time might be permissible for you to be disrespectful at home, but does the situation allow you to do such? The situation must be permissible to you to engage in alcohol and excessive drugs. But is it the right time for you to do that? Every time, balance time and situation. If the time is permissible for you to do something, check the situation. Is the situation at home permissible for me to do such? If the situation allows you, is it the right time to do it? Make sure the two at every time balance. Now let's build the community. Gentlemen, gender-based violence is not a fallacy that only exists on media. It's practical. It happens each and every minute. Tertiary institutions are very harsh when it comes to things of that nature. You might lose your career for something that you took for granted. When you see a woman wearing a miniskirt, she's not wearing a miniskirt for you. She is wearing a miniskirt for herself because she feels comfortable on it. And she doesn't need your command on it. Great. orgasm is not only limited to physical penetration. Making funny comments about somebody's body is sexual harassment. Rape is not about what a person was wearing. It's about you being a rapist and failing to control your sexual ego and objectifying the body of a woman. If it was about what a person is wearing, we wouldn't have rape counts of 6-month-old children. If it was about what a person was wearing, we wouldn't have rape counts on older women who wear pinafore and petticoats. Be the agents of social change. It must start with you. It has to start somewhere, and that somewhere is here. Ladies, your body belongs to you. You own it. You must know who you are. You must know, according to you, what being beautiful means. Don't allow external people to define you, because they will define you to suit their particular interest, to suit their particular narrative. Believe on what you are. You own yourself. You decide on your own. Don't allow people to decide on your behalf. And don't allow people to define you. You are what you believe you are. And you must carry that into your mind and walk with pride. I wish you a good luck on your future endeavors. We hope you are going to